Welcome, race fans. Here we are, Toys for Tots benefit here, hosted by Momentum Chevrolet. This is going to be a good benefit race here. This is kind of a hosted event that will be benefiting the children, obviously, Toys for Tots. Put on by Joel Hamilton. Appreciate that, Joel. Good benefit here. We're looking at it tonight. Now, a little bit of a mess up here, but we already figured out how to do this, but it was accidentally put up as a length of a race, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut it off at 100 laps, so whoever's leading when they cross the line taking the lap of 101 will be scored as the winner. But again, thanks for joining us here. This should be a very good event here, and it's all benefiting children. All right, 30 seconds left here till qualifying starts. So hang with us, folks. We're going to kick this thing off in style. Here, California style, let's put it that way. Toys for Tots is the benefit here. Put on by Momentum Chevrolet out of California. So ready to get this thing underway here. 100 laps are going to be turning here tonight in the Nationwide car. We have the Camaros and the Ford Mustangs out there. So it should be good. Don't pay attention to the counter because Joel put up the server and didn't understand about the time or whatever. Not sure exactly what happened there, but we're going to run it until we get to lap 101 and then crown the winner here tonight. And all the proceeds will be going toward the Toys for Tots.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, some times coming in already, and some pretty fast times too. 28.9 there by Atkins. Oh, now Nichols beats him out with a 9:21. Not a big field here tonight, just kind of actually a trendsetter here by Joel. He is going to try to see if he can kick this thing off here and get this out there where other people will see it and maybe spark a little interest in it. So we are the model of what's to come here, and thanks to Joel Hamilton, appreciate that, and Momentum Chevrolet. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you do hit that subscribe button. Also, down in the right hand corner of the viewing screen, you'll see a little gear. Make sure you click on that, turn it up to 1080p HD, because we do broadcast here in MaxSpeedTV. We broadcast in HD. If you're on Facebook, you can go check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. We do have the actually have the race posted up there right now, where you can go there and watch it, or go to MaxSpeedTV.com. You can also go to that one, and you can sign up there at MaxSpeedTV.com. Get on our mailing list. There's a MailChimp over on the left there. You can sign up there, and also for the website. So thank you. Appreciate that very much in advance. All right, Logan Clampett up on the top now with a 28.822. Very good lap. I think this is going to be a better race than what we anticipated, folks. Not a big field, which should be very good. Okay, qualifying is over, and we will see as they get down here on the grid. Let's get them lined up, and let's see where everybody is going to be at. Okay, Logan Clampett on the pole. Congratulations to him with a 28.821. In second place, the number 73 of Jake Nichols. In third, Michael Atkins Jr. in the number 3. Thomas Lee in the number 8 starting 4th. Tyler Sifford in the 54 starting 5th. John Hanna in the number 4 starting 6th. Josh Downing in the number 33 starting 7th. Chris Hurlow in the 87 starting 8th. Joel Hamilton, there's our host right there. Joel Hamilton starting in the number 55 in 9th place. Kyle Streichars in the 07 starting 10th, the last one to qualify. Chris Nozowski, I believe it is, in the number 12 starting 11th. James Lehman in the 01 in starting 12th. Of course, I'm not in it. My name's Rudy Cummings, by the way. Sorry about that. Kevin O'Brien in the number 84 starting 14th. Michael DiMaggio in the number 7 starting 15th. And Thomas Ferris, not on the grid yet, in the number 15 or 57 starting 16th. Okay, let's get up here to our pole sitter. And again, congratulations to him. And I'm not even too sure if this is even a timed start here. Joel, not too familiar about putting these up, and I wish I could have helped him today, but he had a lot on his plate, so lots of going on for him. Remember, folks, this is for Toys for Tots, so make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and make sure you do check things out there for Toys for Tots. We'll move that around a little bit, make it a little bigger for you. Don't want to take up too much of the viewing screen there. Like, the goal here is to save or make money, excuse me, produce money for the Toys for Tots. I think we're going to have a pretty good amount here if everything goes right. It should be a pretty good amount. Bit jerky here on the start. Hopefully that smooths out, but they are getting ready to take the start though here. There we go. I don't know what the problem was there, but whatever it was, it straightened itself out. Good deal. Okay, Logan Clampett going to be bringing them around here to take the green flag, and we're going to kick this thing off. And like I said, it's only 100 laps, folks. Pace cars in. Green, green, green. Again, like I said, don't pay attention to the 2 hours and 54 minutes. We're going to be going to 100 laps. So we will try to keep an eye on how many laps these guys turn. Good start by everybody. Good even start here. Logan Clampett going to come around and lead the very first lap of the race? Not by a whole lot, though. Jake Nichols hard on his tail. Michael Atkins in third. All right, back in fourth, we got Tommy Lee on the high side, and the number 54 of Tyler Sifford underneath him, and John Hanna right behind him in the number 4. These guys already back here a little ways, falling back about 1.2 seconds already behind the leaders as Logan Clampett continues to lead up front. Josh Downing in 7th place, and he's under fire by the number 12 there of Chris Nosowski. I don't know if I'm saying that right, I'm not sure. All right, the number 55, Joel Hamilton, and the number 55 there, and James Lehman on the high side gets by him, and he's going to go around. Is he going to save it? He does save it. Good job, James. Wow, what a piece of driving there. That was great driving. He does take up the back of the field, though, in 11th place. But all right, back up front here. Jake Nichols still all over the tail of our leader. Let's see if we can ride along here for a minute with him. Go back here to Jake Nichols. Looking out the windshield of him as he's right on the tail of Logan Clampett. Tommy Lee back here in 4th place. You can see quite a distance between him and the front runners. Back about 1.6 seconds already. And looking back on the rest of the field behind him, everybody pretty much kind of single file right now. Just a couple little battles going on, but nothing major. Looking back from John Hanna right there, Tyler Sifford and Josh Downing going side by side. You can see a good battle between them two. As now it looks like Sifford is going to take over that spot, and Downing falls in behind him. And these right behind the leader, about 2.5 seconds behind the leader. Joel Hamilton back here, about 3.7 seconds behind the leader. Michael DiMaggio in 9th place. Chris Nosowski in 10th. Kyle Streichard's 11th. And he's under fire by James Lehman there. And Lehman gets a good run coming off of turn 4 and does get by Streichard. James Lehman goes into 11th. Kevin O'Brien back here in 13th. Riding right behind Streichard now. Streichard's having a little difficulty managing the turns. Not exactly sure what's going on there, but in the meanwhile, up front, Jake Nichols still on the bumper of our leader, Logan Clampett. Logan's been out there for pretty much the whole race. He's led so far 9 laps, coming to 10. Michael Atkins in 3rd place, and Tommy Lee starting to close up on him. Tommy Lee's closed up that gap a little between him and Atkins. They come around here to complete lap number 10 and start lap number 11. Sifford falling off the back bumper of Hanna just a touch. Downing now right ahead of Joel Hamilton. How come Chris Hurlow? I'm not showing Chris in there. He must have got in just a little late. But anyhow, Chris has scored in 8th place, actually. Sorry about that, Chris. You must have got in just as it went live or something, because it did not pick you up. But he is in 8th place now. As they come around here to complete yet another lap, complete lap number 12 and start lap number 13. Let's get up to our leader. He crosses the line. Jake Nichols in tow. They've been like that since the drop of the green flag. Uh-oh, I hear metal crunching back there. It sounded to me like somebody hit the wall coming off of turn 4 or something. Still side by side or battling. This battles up in the front here. And boy, look at this here. Tommy Lee starting to put the pressure on Michael Atkins as he's inside of him going into turn 1. Can he make it stick as he catches the apron just a little bit? And it's going to knock the momentum out of Tommy Lee's truck or car. Man, I'm all tongue-tied here tonight. Sorry about that, folks. Gosh, we got some dignitaries watching here tonight, and I'm all tongue-tied. What the heck's up with that? All right. Still keeping the pressure on him. Michael Atkins trying to stay ahead of Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee now, let's see, he is right there. We're watching here right off the right front bumper of Tommy Lee as he yet again going into turn 3, side by side with Michael Atkins. Look how close they come, folks. Tommy Lee trying to get a run go. Oh, and they touch. They do a little touching there, folks. Michael Atkins is going to probably lose that. I don't know. Is there still somebody? Oh, Tommy Lee with a good save. Still has not saved it yet. He's going to lose a couple of positions, but he does save it, so no caution, folks. But that puts him clear back to 7th place now. Actually 8th. I'm sorry, my bad. Next one behind him, Joel Hamilton in 9th. Good piece of driving by Tommy Lee. We've got a pretty good battle going on here. Chris right there in 9th place. James Lehman in 10th. Or 11th, excuse me. I'm looking at my relative, but with Chris Hurlow coming in a little late, kind of threw my relative off a little bit there, so I apologize if I do make a mistake calling out the wrong place that they're in. But it threw me off by 1 place here back behind these guys. Chris Hurlow is up here in 6th place in the number 87 on the high side. It looks like Josh Downing. I believe that's Josh Downing. Yes. Chris Hurlow on the top side, and the first caution is out, folks. Let's go see where it's at. James Lehman. Looks like James Lehman and somebody getting together, so let's go back and see what happened here. Oh, right there's where they got together. It looks like the number 12 of Chris Nosowski gets into the wall, and that's going to take both of them out across. Well, yeah, both of them out across the grass for a ride. Guys, I hate to inform you this, but they already mowed that, and they're not hiring right now for groundskeepers. So, sorry. Well, they did keep it off of the wall. That's a good thing. No damage on the cars. That maybe a little cosmetic damage, but that's going to be about it. Logan Clampett. Let's see if Logan brings them down pit road here. He just might. Yes, he does. Logan Clampett bringing him down pit road, folks. Everybody coming down pit road. Oh, Christopher Hurlow misses his pit box. Has to back clear up to get out of there. Okay, looks like we do have one guy that stayed out, and that would be Kyle Strycharz. Stays out to lead a lap. So good job by Kyle. He was actually struggling a little bit there. I don't know, he may have been kind of taking it a little easy, I think, just to kind of make sure he does have a good setup under that car, make sure his pit crew does a good job. But he may come down pit road now, knowing that all these guys behind him, they've got 4 fresh tires, and he's out there on older tires, 20-lap older tires. So I think it would be really advantageous for him to come down pit road, and he does. And that puts Logan Clampett back out in the lead. Well, again, I hope you're enjoying the show here tonight, folks, and make sure you do click that subscribe button. I appreciate that very much. Always like to have new subscribers. And if you're just joining us for the first time also, and you've never watched any YouTube videos before, do click that little gear down in the bottom right hand corner of the viewing screen and set it to 1080p HD. Makes the viewing experience so much better. All right, we'll run back through the field here. Logan Clampett in first, Michael Atkins second, Jake Nichols third, Tyler Sifford fourth, Tommy Lee in fifth, John Hanna in sixth, Joel Hamilton's. Why did I say seventh? Oh, okay. I think it will say seventh, I think, when he crosses the line. Let's make sure. Yes. All right, and Chris Nosowski 8th, Josh Downing 9th, Christopher Hurlow 10th, Kyle Strycharz 11th, Michael DiMaggio in 12th, and it looks like James Lehman sitting on pit road. So, all right, back up to our leader, Logan Clampett, as we're ready to get this thing back underway here, folks. Lights are off on the pace car, ready to go green. Again, don't pay attention to the counter up there, the timer. Joel put it up by accident on a timer. We will be going to lap 101, and I'll let you know when that'll be. We're only on lap 23, I believe, right now. Okay, get ready here, folks. The pace car makes that hard left turn, and Logan Clampett brings him to the line, waiting on the green flag. Green is out, and we're off and going here again at Charlotte. A little bit of bumping and banging going on there, but that rubbin's racing, as they say. Right along here with Tyler Sifford for a minute, and watch this as this all unfolds here, folks. Tommy Lee falling back in behind these guys, and he's back in 5th place right now, so you can see all this happening right ahead of him. The number 3 of Michael Atkins goes way up the hill, and Jake Nichols gets by him. Can't afford to make mistakes like that, folks. Oh, and Tommy Lee going to take it 3 wide, coming off the 4. Holy smokes. I can't believe that just transpired, but what a piece of driving by them guys. This track not 3 wide friendly, I'm telling you, folks. I've never seen 3 wide here come out very good, and that come out excellent. That was amazing. That was amazing. Good piece of driving by them guys. All right, back here, Josh Downing now in 7th, 8th, 7th as they cross the line. And like I said, there with Chris Hurlow coming in there late, really kind of messed with my stuff. But I believe he is in the 6th place right now. Coming to the line, let's see. I'm not sure where he's going to be. Scored 6th. Okay, all right. Joel Hamilton in 9th. They come down the backstretch. Joel trying to keep it into shape right there. Osowski in 8th. Let's see, he would be in 10th. Yeah, he goes backwards. Again, I think he was having some problems there and looked like he may have got into the wall again. So that puts him in the 9th place right now. DiMaggio in 10th. It looks like he's been into the wall. John Hanna in 11th. Kevin O'Brien, 12th. That's our Aussie buddy. Good to see Kevin out there with these guys. He's a great racer too. And that puts Kyle Streichard back in the 13th place. And it looks like James Lehman has left the server. So unfortunately for him, let's get back up to our leader as we've got a battle ensuing here, folks. Jake Nichols looking to the inside of our leader. Did not lead that lap. Logan Clampett led that one, but going into the turn, Jake Nichols on the inside of him. This could be for the lead, and caution out on the track. Let's see where it's at. Oh, looks like the number 7 there of DiMaggio. Well, let's go back and take a look and see what happened to DiMaggio. Well, we'll get there eventually. Blinking a little bit too. It looks like he is going to get into the treacherous turn 4 wall right there, and boy, that he tries to keep it off of the number 4 coming around right there, and they wound up getting together. Of course, the 4 kept going. Minimal damage to the number 4, but DiMaggio into the wall. Unfortunate. Okay, back up live. I doubt the leaders are going to want to come down pit road, but you just never know about these guys. Weirder things have happened. And it looks like they all are going to come down pit road. So let's get down here and watch as everybody comes down pit road. I think it's one of them things where if you get a chance to come down pit road, it's definitely, you definitely want to take the 4 fresh tires for sure. Okay, everybody comes into their pit stall here. Logan Clampett coming into his. Oh, Tommy Lee had to back up in his. That's going to be costly. You always say, you know, that races can be won or lost on pit road, and that could have been the mistake right there by Tommy Lee that cost him a little bit. But he does get out third. Wow. Good recovery. Good recovery. Well, Kyle Streichard, looks like Kyle stays out yet again. And that's kind of the way I do it too. I don't like to pit when everybody else does because it's pretty hectic on pit road. You know, I'll pit later so that way I'm starting at the back of the field. I don't want to be a rolling roadblock for them guys out there with them 4 fresh tires. So once he pits, if he does here, I'm not sure if he will. We'll see if he does here. No, he's going to stay out. All right. Well, he waives his right to go down pit road now. All right, so second place is going to be Jake Nichols. Logan Clamp at 3rd. Tyler Sifford 4th. Christopher Hurlow 5th. Michael Atkins 6th. Josh Downing 7th. Joel Hamilton 8th. John Hanna 9th. Chris Nosowski in 10th. Kevin O'Brien is 11th. Tommy Lee 12th. DiMaggio on pit road. So I don't know, man. I thought I was missing somebody there, but yeah. I guess everybody's out there. The only one that's exited the race is James Lehman. That's the only one that's left the race. But we're waiting on the one to go here, folks. And so far, everybody is on the lead lap. DiMaggio just now coming off the pit road. Back here in, actually in the 13th place. Strychar's going to be leading them to the line this time. They cross the line, we're taking, that's 35 laps completed, folks. So we've still got 65 to go. Let's see if I am correct. Yeah, they're taking lap 36 right now. They're on lap 36. So, okay, the light's off on the pace car. They are doubling up, and we're ready to go back green flag racing this time. Everybody doubled up. Coming out of turn 4 here, pace car going to make that hard left turn down pit road one more time. And Kyle Strychar's waiting on the green flag, and it is green, green, green. Good start by everybody. Jake Nichols with a little bit of a slow start there, getting a little bump there from Tyler Sifford to help him go. And in the meantime, Logan Clamp it down on that low line is going to stack him up behind him. He gets on that apron. Boy, that's not the place to be there, Logan. He knows better than anybody. He's a veteran at this stuff. Strychar's on the low line. It looks like he's going to get passed up here as he stacks him up behind him. And that's going to bring out another caution, folks. Maybe? Yes, it does. Well, let's go back and see. Holy smokes, Christopher Hurlow getting spun clear down pit road. Wow, that's crazy. Well, let's watch this as it all unfolds here right in front of you guys. It was right in here somewhere. It looks like Strychar's and Nichols might have got close together there, but if you look right here, the number 3 looks like he gets into the back. We'll go down here with a little better view of this. Being as we got the time, we can do this. It looks like he got into the back of the 54 right there of Tyler Sifford. And that may have been what caused this right here, as he does get into the back of him. Sifford may have been a little bit loose, and I did see tire smoke. And that catches all these guys into it. Those two going hard into the wall. Gonna have a lot of damage on them cars to get fixed up, folks. So the caution out here yet again. Jake Nichols staying out. Charlotte Motor Speedway, one of the premier circuits here on iRacing and in the real world. They do know how to put on a party here, folks. They know how to put on a great race, and these guys are doing a pretty good job of it here themselves. Jake Nichols staying out. Looks like him, Josh Downing, Chris Nosowski, and Tommy Lee all staying out. Everybody else pitting. Logan Clampett on pit road. Looks like he is going to be sitting there. I didn't know he had that much damage, but apparently he does. Michael DiMaggio, I believe, is out of the race. We'll go back through the field here real quick and see where everybody is. Alright, so Josh Downing second, Nosowski in third, Tommy Lee fourth, Joel Hamilton fifth, Michael Atkins sixth, Kyle Streichars seventh, Kevin O'Brien eighth, John Hanna ninth, Christopher Hurlow going to be scored 10th once they cross the line. And way back here coming around, Tyler Sifford going to be 11th. Logan Clampett 12th. So, all right. Jake Nichols leading them around yet again here. He's been out there for 6 laps so far in the race. He's led 6 laps. Logan Clampett's led 30. We'll take a look at this real quick. This is caution number 3. And we've had 5 lead changes, folks. The only other leader has been Kyle Streichars. He's led 4 laps tonight, so good deal. Good job by him. All right, we're waiting on the one to go here, folks. Usually I get down there and talk to the drivers, but I think we're going to kind of forego that tonight. Not too many drivers talk to, so we'll just kind of forego that tonight. Usually we talk to them on the track, ask them how the race is going, and but we'll just kind of forego that for tonight and just watch a good race here tonight. Again, folks, this is a benefit race for Toys for Tots. So these guys have gotten sponsors, people that will sponsor them per mile, so much per mile, whether it be a penny a mile, a nickel a mile, a quarter a mile, a dollar a mile, doesn't matter. And all that money that these guys will collect will go toward Toys for Tots. So, and I believe that's, you know, I'm not even going to say. I was thinking maybe that might have been out of Atlanta, Georgia, but I may be wrong on that. But anyhow, these guys are doubled up, ready to go back green flag racing. Let's get them kicked off here, folks. I believe they're going to be restarting on lap 42. Yes. They are on lap 41 right now. So 58 laps, actually 59 laps to go when they cross the line. Because you always got to count that last lap. As the pace car dives down pit road, Jake Nichols brings them to the green flag. Green, green, green. Good start by these guys. Tommy Lee ducks right to the bottom side of the track. He's trying to take that third spot away from Josh Downing on the high side. Them two battling it up pretty hard. Tommy Lee gets a great run coming out of turn 4 and slides it up across the nose of Josh Downing and takes up third spot. more good racing going on behind them guys. Joel Hamilton now under fire here. Oh, we've got some checking up going on. Let's see what's going on up ahead of these guys. As he gets passed up by a bunch of guys, and he goes back to 8th place and into the wall in turn 1. Joel Hamilton into the wall, and he's going to get passed up by everybody. Holy moly, Joel. And he's going to have a lot of right front damage on that car. Let's see. Look at the front fender on that baby. That's got a smile on her. I don't think that's going to buff out, Joel. I don't know. You can ask your buddies there at Momentum Chevrolet if that'll buff out. I doubt it will. As he falls back into the 12th place now. I believe he's the last one out there. Yes, he is the last one on the track in the row. But let's get back up here to our leaders here in just a second. Chris Nosowski is in second, and he's got a bumper full, or a mirror full, I should say, a mirror full of Tommy Lee. Coming around here to complete lap 46, folks, taking lap 47 next time by, so we're almost halfway, and our leader, Jake Nichols, is starting to put a little distance on second place. Now Tommy Lee going for second. Tommy Lee goes into second as he gets by Chris Nosowski. Josh Downing in fourth. And caution on the track, folks. Oh, we got a bunch of them into it. Looks like Kevin O'Brien going around. Let's see what happened to Kevin here. It almost looked like he might have kind of looked like they were going to go about 3 wide there. He kind of, I don't know, that's kind of spooky here at this track. You guys got to be out there to try to understand just how spooky that can get. Looks like, oh, he starts smoking the tires going into turn 1. And right in front of Joel Hamilton, and Joel locks it down, but not until he does take some nose damage. Kyle Streichard's into the outside wall, so Kevin O'Brien going around. Don't look like Kevin's going to have a whole bunch of damage, but Joel's going to have a little bit of nose damage on that car. Let's take a look at it here, a little bit closer view of it. Oh, yes, he's going to have a ton of nose damage on that car, folks. I assure you that will not buff out now. Okay, let's get back up here live and see if our leader does. Yes, our leader is bringing them all down pit road, folks. Trying to find a really good camera angle as they come down pit road here. Yes, there we go. All right, all come screaming into their pit stalls here. Logan Clampett up in the front right there, but our leader, Jake Nichols, right ahead of him. And Logan Clampett with a 2-tire change. And he will be the first one out of pit road. The 2-tire change by Logan. Jake Nichols out second. Tommy Lee out third. Chris Nosowski fourth, but Kyle Streichard stays out yet again, and we'll probably see him come down pit road this time. He did not pit last time, so he's, I'm sure, and he's got a little bit of damage as he did hit the wall. He's probably going to want to come down and have his pit crew survey that damage to see how much it is. Looks like he's got a little right front corner damage as he goes by. I'm sure we'll probably see him come down pit road here. No, he stays out. Wow, that's pretty gutsy. All right, Kevin O'Brien just now coming off pit road. He gets that thing checked out by his pit crew. 4 fresh fuel goods on it, full tank of fuel, and ready to go to the end. Go down here to the Gopher Cam, and Watch these guys as they go by. Pretty cool view. I love this view. It's really cool when they're racing to see them go by at 175 plus mile an hour. Really cool. Okay, this is caution number 4, folks, and we've had 6 lead changes. All benefiting Toys for Tots kids that need toys for Christmas. We are coming up on Christmas here. Hopefully everybody's ready for the holidays, and we wish all of you the very best of holidays. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. These guys are getting ready to line them up here once again and kick this thing back off into high gear here to get this thing going again, folks. Going to be taking the green flag on lap 52. Had 2 retirees, Michael DiMaggio and James Lehman. So we're down to 12 cars left in the field. All right, let's see what the Sun-Kissed Ford can do out there on the top spot. Got Logan clamping on the outside of him with only 2 tire change. Only one out there that did a 2 tire change, so we'll see. Did have a couple of guys in the back that I believe only took fuel. All right, pace cars in. Kyle Strychar's bringing them to the line, waiting on the green flag. Green, green, green. Now let's try that speed cam, folks, and see what it looks like. Gopher cam, here they go. Oh, a little touchy-feely going on up in the front there. And we've got cars everywhere. Well, let's go back and see how this all transpired. I think it was our leader that was involved in that, but I'm not sure exactly what happened here going into turn 1. Looks like Logan clamped it. Somebody trying to slip it underneath right here to make it 3 wide. The number 12 of Chris Nosowski, and he comes up into Christopher Herlo. Herlo tries to save it, gets into the back of Kyle Strychar's. Him and Logan Clampa get together, and they go spinning side by side right in front of all the leaders. Tommy Lee and Jake Nichols slide by on the outside, but it looks like Tommy Lee is going to lose it as well. I don't think, about the only one I think out there didn't get any damage in the front part there was Jake Nichols. So looked like Tommy Lee did salvage that. Christopher Herlo going to slide into second, but we'll get back up here live, folks. It looks like they're all coming down pit road once again. Jake Nichols bringing them down pit road. Everybody wanted to survey the damage on their cars and see just if there is any required, or maybe just a 10 seconds of optional damage. And it looks like now this time Logan Clampett does take 4 tires. And he may be, I'm not sure, he's still sitting on pit road, so not sure what's going on with the Logan Clampett machine. May add just a little bit of optional, and he may want to get it fixed up. All right, Josh Downing staying out, and he will be scored as leading the lap. Whoops. Sorry about that. Josh Downing scored as a leader. All right, coming around here to take lap 55, folks. So we're a little past halfway. We'll be having another broadcast here in a few more hours. Sorry about this being so early, folks, but I have another broadcast to do here in a little while. So if you tune in here on MaxSpeedTV.com, you'll be able to watch our next broadcast. I believe it goes, I will be going live at about 10 o'clock Eastern, about 10 o'clock Eastern. So just a short time away. There'll be a little bit of a pause in between broadcasts for me to get time to get things set up and get ready to go. So it'll be a IWCR Gen 6 series. I'm not exactly sure where they're racing at, but should be a good race. They always do put on a great race. They've got a few pro drivers in there, so and more pro drivers coming by the week. So they usually have pretty good field, pretty big fields, and great racing. Again, thanks for tuning in here tonight for the Toys for Tots, folks. And if you feel like you want to make a donation or something, look up Joel Hamilton on Facebook. Look him up on iRacing, Joel Hamilton, and as a matter of fact, I'll flash his name up here so you can see him. He will be starting third, and you can look him up on iRacing or Facebook and send him a donation or whatever, and he'll make sure that it does get put in the pot with the Toys for Tots. Again, I'd like to thank the sponsor for tonight, Momentum Chevrolet. Appreciate them helping out here and getting this thing wound up. They are a drop-off point for the Toys for Tots in California. So thank you, Momentum Chevrolet. Appreciate all that you do for the Toys for Tots. Okay, doubled up here, lights off on the pace car, ready to go, green flag racing once again, folks. Let's get up with our leader, Josh Downing. Tyler Sifford on the outside of him, Joel Hamilton third, and John Hanna fourth. Tommy Lee fifth, Jake Nichols sixth, Christopher Hurlow seventh, and the number 3 there of Michael Atkins going to be 8th. Okay, pace car's in. Josh Downing waiting on the green flag. And it is out, and we're off and going here again, folks. .54 there of Tyler Sifford up on the high side. Now Josh has got his work cut out for him on the bottom. The rule of thumb is always to let that car fall to the go to the outside of the track. That's the fastest way around the track. But when you got a car on the outside of you, it's too hard to do that. And he's gonna, boy, oh boy, look at that. The 54 there of Tyler Sifford gonna go back to 4th just that quick, and about to be going back to 5th as Tommy Lee looks to the inside of him. Number 4 of John Hanna falls back a little bit, and that puts Jake Nichols in 2nd. Tommy Lee in 5th, side by side right there with Tyler Sifford. Got about a half a car length on him, coming out of turn 4. Washes up the hill right in front of Tyler. Good piece of driving by them two, I'm telling you. Christopher Hurlow in 6th looking on. Oh, and get together. Christopher Hurlow and Tyler Sifford get together. Sifford going to go back quite a ways, but manages to save it. But that does bring out the caution, folks. Well, let's go back and take a look at that a little closer here. Them two getting together. Christopher Hurlow gets a pretty good run on the backstretch here. It looks like Tyler was a little loose. Okay, them two never did touch. Joel Hamilton into it. No, boy, we got a lot of cars into that. Christopher Hurlow and him never touched. Wow. Well, that's another caution here, folks, as our leader, Josh Downing, out front. Let's see if he brings them down pit road this time. Actually, they are lap 61. Yes. Okay, taking a look real quick here. That is caution number 6, folks, and we've had 11 lead changes. Track temperature turned down pretty cold. So actually, they took lap 62. My bad. Okay, when that says 100, they will be on their last lap here, folks. So 40 laps to go, coming to 39 this time by. So it looks like we're going to be about taking the green on about lap 37 to go, somewhere along on 37 or 38 to go. All right, so John Hanna in first, Tommy Lee second, Christopher Herlo third, Chris Nosowski fourth, Logan Clampett fifth, Josh Downing sixth, Jake Nichols seventh, Michael Atkins eighth, Joel Hamilton ninth, Kyle Streichhardt 10th, Kevin O'Brien 11th, and Tyler Sifford 12th. 12 cars left in, 12 cars. Excuse me, 12 cars. All right, doubled up here, lights off on the pace car, ready to go back to green flag. They come out of turn 2, looking down the long backstretch here at Charlotte. All right, when they cross the line, going to be about 35 to go here, folks. So they should be able to make it on tires and fuel. Now, if they can just stay off of each other. Pace cars in. Hannah brings them to the line, waiting on the green. And there it is, green flag, folks. Good start by everybody. Nice, even start. Nobody smoking the tires. I think it's a little harder to smoke the tires here in the D car, nationwide car. Side by side, and now Herlo on the inside for second place, taking over second from Tommy Lee. And here comes Logan Clampett on the inside of Tommy Lee. Christopher Herlo comes down the line and puts it right in front of Logan Clampett to slow him up. Logan, boy, good racing going on up here, folks. Christopher Herlo there in second. Let's look back from him. And you can see just how close Logan Clampett is right there, ready to strike. They go into the turn. Logan Clampett looks to the inside but can't get it done. No dice this time, folks. Best Buy car just doesn't have enough ponies under the hood to get by the Home Depot car. All right, so now John Hanna still out front. Tommy Lee second. Christopher Hurlow third. Logan Clampett fourth. And he's got Jake Nichols right beside him. Josh Downing back here in sixth place. And now Nichols to the inside of Clampett. Nichols says, I ain't going to ride on the high side of you. I'm going to try it on the low side. And they get together. A little bit of touchy-feely going on there. Chris Nosowski in. Oh, here we got a challenge for the lead up here. Tommy Lee on the inside of John Hanna. And Tommy Lee for the lead. Christopher Hurlow trying to get by him as well. Hanna going back to third right now. Tommy Lee up on the high side. Christopher Hurlow on the bottom. Coming out of turn 4, not a good place to be side by side. And Tommy Lee's still going to lead that lap, folks. But I don't know, not by much, just by a fender. This is getting wild. Christopher Hurlow still right there, ready to strike, riding in second place. And boy, we've got a 7-car battle up in the front right here, folks. Some of these guys being a little racy here, but boy, they're doing a great job of it. Logan Clampett right there behind Christopher Hurlow now. Christopher still trying to get by Tommy Lee, but boy, I'll tell you what, Tommy is doing a great job up on that high side. He's finding good bite up there, and that's what it's all about. Oh, we got a couple together, and we got Christopher Hurlow into the wall. No caution, folks, no caution. Now the caution is out. Well, let's go take a look and see. I know where it was, but let's go back here a little ways. As those two really get together, Logan Clampett, they went 3 wide into the turn. This was kind of crazy here, folks. Let's go back just a little further here and watch as this starts to unfold. You see Hurlow on the inside of Tommy Lee, Logan Clampett right there. Let's go back one more here. Maybe even another one back. Let's watch as this starts to unfold right here coming out of turn 4. And it looks like Jake Nichols starts to go sideways. And that's going to start the ball rolling now. Up in front here, we've got Christopher Hurlow. And those guys were 3 wide. And it don't really look like, it looked like they were just racing so hard they did not touch. But just the air taken off of him meant that much to Christopher Hurlow. And he goes to the outside wall, gets collected into the wall, but keeps it off of everybody else. And that's good racing. That's good racing right there. He manages to save it. Almost had it saved. Get into the wall again. So Christopher Hurlow going to have a lot of damage on that car as he comes down pit road. Everybody on pit road this time. Logan Clampett right now here is up front. Four tire change by everybody. Looks like Tommy Lee going to come out second maybe. Or did Hanna beat him off pit road? I think Hanna beat him off pit road. But our leader, Logan Clampett, 4 tires on that ride, and he's ready to go here. We're clicking them down here, folks. Not a whole lot of laps left. Taking a look real quick here. That is after lap 73. Coming by this time, we'll be taking lap 74. So 27 to go. Hanna out second. Tommy Lee third. Chris Nosowski in fourth. Josh Downing fifth. Kevin O'Brien 6th, Kyle Streichard 7th, Tyler Sifford 8th, Jake Nichols 9th, Michael Atkins 10th, Joel Hamilton 11th. And I believe Christopher Herlow, just now coming off of pit road, will be scored as the 12th place. Once he comes around here, he'll be scored in 12th, I believe. Christopher with a lot of damage into the wall 2 times there on the front stretch. Definitely knocks the car all out of whack, knocked the toe out. It's going to be hard for him to steer. It looks like he's going to come down pit road yet again and try to get more damage fixed up on that. Meantime, we'll get up here to our leader, Logan Clampett. .25 to go. Okay, let's get her going here, boys. Let's keep her straight here for 25 more laps. Pace car's in. Logan Clampett waiting on the green flag. Green, green, green. Here we go. Tommy Lee diving to the bottom. Oh boy, I don't know. That wasn't going to be good. Boy, what a start by John Hanna. Dives right to the outside and takes up that top spot. Good job. Logan Clampett in second. Tommy Lee in third. And right behind him, we've got a side-by-side battle going on here. Josh Downing on the inside of Chris Nosowski. Oh, Chris Nosowski into the wall, and we got a couple more of them into it. Kevin O'Brien there, and that's going to bring out the caution, folks. It looks like him and the 54 of Tyler Sifford get together. We'll go back and watch this again. Coming down to the end of it, and these guys are really getting racy here, folks. Right about in here, looks like Tyler Sifford gets a good run and comes right into the side of Kevin O'Brien and taking them both out. Tyler with quite a bit of damage on that car already. He's been involved in a couple other wrecks. Looks like Joel Hamilton slips by on the outside. So good job by these guys. Kevin O'Brien doesn't look like he hits anything. So really not a lot of damage on these cars. Just gonna kind of knocks the wind out of your sails there a little bit, folks. Kevin O'Brien is off the pit road. He'll be back in, he's actually in 10th place on the lead lap. Joel Hamilton back in 11th. He is a couple of laps down. But he's trying to be admin out there and do it all. So, you know, you got to kind of give him a little bit of slack. You know, it's hard for him to be admin and racing it too. So, if you guys, looks like coming down pit road. Strychars Kevin O'Brien and the 54 there of Tyler Sifford all on pit road. You're going to try to see if they can get that damage fixed up. Herlo on pit road as well. 4-tire change by these guys. John Hanna still in the lead. We'll get up to them in just a minute. All right, so John Hanna first, Logan Clamp at second, Tommy Lee third, Josh Downing in fourth, and Jake Nichols fifth, Chris Nosowski in sixth, Michael Atkins seventh, Kyle Streichars eighth, Tyler Sifford ninth, and Kevin O'Brien your top 10. Looks like we're going to have about 20 to go here in another lap. About 20 laps to go, folks. Taking a look real quick. This is caution number 8. Caution number 8 after 80 laps. So, yeah, next time by will be 20 to go. Again, thanks to the sponsors there, Momentum Chevrolet. Joel Hamilton doing a lot of the legwork here and putting this on. So thank him for all the work that he has done here for Toys for Tots. Great job, Joel. And I'm telling you, it takes a lot of time and effort to put into this. And Joel has really, absolutely put a lot of time and effort into this in the last couple of weeks. So my hat's off to him, and thank you very much, Joel. Great benefit race here. Hopefully we'll find out here probably in the next day or two or whatever how much they did provide for the Toys for Tots. Okay, lights off on the pace car. We're ready to go back green flag racing, folks. Joel Hamilton, the only one one lap down now. He did get a lap back, so he's 1 lap down. And he is back in 11th place. John Hanna going to be bringing them to the line here, folks, and we're ready to kick this thing off, and it's going to be 20 to go. Okay, pace car is in. Hanna waiting on the green. Green, green, green. Great start by everybody. Logan Clampett on the high side, trying to get a run. As they go into turn 1, still side by side. Hanna still right there, and Tommy Lee on the inside of Logan Clampett for second. Tommy Lee does take up the second spot. And coming to the line, it looks like he is trying to take the lead away from Hanna. And he does lead that lap. Now they're 3 wide as Nichols sticks it in there. They're getting off the race here, guys. Oh, man, off the track, and don't look like caution. Yes, caution does come out. It looks like the number 12 there of Nosowski is going to bring out the caution here yet again, folks. Let's go back and see. This was pretty intense by these guys right here, racing side by side. It looks like he got a little bump right there from Logan Clamp, but he goes down onto the apron. It looks like he had it saved, but goes on around, and he's going to get a little help from the 54. No, he missed him. Wow. But he comes back up onto the track in front of, I believe, Kevin O'Brien was coming around. Yes, so that's what brought out the caution. If Kevin would have been by him, that probably would not have thrown the caution. All right, so that puts him back out here. Now let's see, Tommy Lee is going to be scored as our leader. Is he going to come down pit road one more time? I think I would. I'd come down pit road, take 4 fresh tires. No, everybody going to stay out. Everybody wants to stay out for that track position. All right, so Jake Nichols second, John Hanna third, Logan Clamp at fourth, Josh Downing fifth, Michael Atkins in sixth, Tyler Sifford on pit road, Kyle Strychar's eighth on pit road, Chris Nosowski ninth pit road, Kevin O'Brien 10th pit road. Joel Hamilton does get the wave by again, which puts him back on the lead lap, folks. Yay! Good job, Joel. Man, way to come back. Now, if he passes up a few of those guys on pit road, I don't know if he did or not, but it does look like it moves him up to the 9th place now. When he comes around, he'll be in 9th, right behind Kyle Strychar's in 8th. Chris Nosowski and Kevin O'Brien just coming off of pit road now, getting caught up to the back of the field. All right, Tommy Lee, our leader. All right, take a look real quick here. They come by this time. We'll be finishing lap 87. We've had 9 cautions here, 15 lead changes, which is pretty amazing. All right, lights should go off on the pace car this time, folks, and we'll be going green next time by. Yes, they do. All right, ready to go back green. And taking a look real quick here, I want to make sure I do get the right count. We'll be taking it on lap 88. All right, coming down to it, folks. Not many laps to go. About 12 laps to go. All right, pace car's in, hopefully one last time. Tommy Lee hits a gas pedal and green, green, green. Pretty good start by these guys. Jake Nichols on the high side right there, and he's under fire by John Hanna on the inside. Logan Clampett right behind them, looking on. John Hanna getting a good run coming into turn 3. Is that enough to get by Tommy Lee up in the front? I think Tommy Lee might have led that lap. John Hanna goes into second. Jake Nichols in third. And these guys all driving Fords out here. Bunch of Fords. Let's go back here to Josh Downing in fifth. And let's ride along with him for a minute here. Now as he's in fourth place, going to be right behind John Hanna. Hanna in third. Downing tries to get a run there on the inside, and look at up front here, Jake Nichols trying to get by Tommy Lee. 10 more laps to go, folks. And Jake Nichols into the lead. Tommy Lee back to second, but he's got Hanna right on the bottom side of him trying to get a run. Right behind them, Logan. Oh, we've got trouble. We got trouble, folks. Bad trouble here. Josh Downing into it. Let's go see what happened. These guys are getting a little racy here coming down to the end of this. I think it was right about in here somewhere. Oh, he gets tapped in the rear there by Logan Clampett, but that wasn't what caused it. Well, let's see if we can figure out what caused this, because it should be coming up right here somewhere. Oh, right there. The number 3 gets into the back of Logan Clampett, and it just snowballs from right there. Let's go back here one more time and check this out. Let's watch here from, as you can see, these guys coming around here right there. The number 3 of Michael Atkins gets into the back of Logan Clampett, and that puts him into Josh Downing. So the 3 of them going to take severe damage on that that accident. Okay, these guys all sitting on pit road. In the meantime, Jake Nichols out front. And this is, taking a look real quick, this is caution number 10, folks. 94 laps, so we've only got 7 laps to go. Not too many left. Joel, you got a copy?
Yeah, yes I do.
Well, Joel, what do you think of the race? What do you think's been, how you've been? It's been so far. Excuse me.
Boy, it's been tough, you know, because there's 3 of us that are raising money for Toys for Tots, and we've all been involved in some wrecks. Poor Chris Hurlow, his car's broken. He's not allowed to come back in, and engine failure. I know myself and Tyler have had a pretty rough bout about it. But, you know, that's racing. It's been fun. I think we'll have probably a green-white checker at this point.
Yeah, it looks like, well, I don't know. Because you've got, right now, 6 laps to go. You just finished lap 95.
Yeah, we're on 96 right now.
Right.
So we have a few laps to play with. I think it'll be interesting because no safety rating is up for grabs right now. But I do think there'll be some people jostling pretty hardcore.
Are you going to want to say anything at the end of this?
Yeah, that'd be great if I could. I'd like to kind of give a shout out and stuff.
Yes, sir. That's what I was kind of planning on. Did you tell the drivers that we would be talking to the top 3, or did you want to? How many did you want to talk to?
Yeah, I'll point that out. So you'll be able to, because I messed up on setting up the race. Will you be able to know who got first, second, and third?
Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it when they cross the line at 101. Okay, that will be 100 laps complete. And I'll just stop it right there, and I'll go back through the field manually and see where everybody is.
Okay, and not everybody's on TS, so you want them just to stay in the room?
Yeah, if you could, yeah. And then we'll talk to them on there, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, man.
All right, I'm going to just mute you and me real quick if you want to just stay in this room, or do you want to go back up there?
I'll go back because Chris is kind of spotting right now for everybody.
Okay. All righty.
Thanks, man.
And I'll drag you down here in a little bit. Oh, man, I'm not going to be able to get you there. Hold on. Dang it. You guys are getting ready to go back green here. I'll get you there in just a second. Working on it. I just got too much stuff open. Okay, we'll get a word in with him here in just a couple of minutes, folks. And we'll get a word in with the winners. We're going to keep this open here so we can see where everybody is. Jake Nichols is going to be bringing him to the line. Tommy Lee on the outside of him as they get ready to get the green flag here one more time. Pace car's in and green flag is out. Going to keep this open right here so you can see they are on lap 90. They just completed lap 97, excuse me. So just a few more laps to go when they come around here on lap 100 and they get ready to cross the line on lap 101. I'm going to pause it and we're going to try to find out where everybody finishes when they cross the line. So we do get the accurate account here. Now on the high side, Tommy Lee trying to work here with Jake Nichols on the high side. John Hanna in third. Tyler Sifford. Oh, Tyler gets a run here. Michael Atkins gets by him on the outside. And now Jake Nichols battling for the lead here. He gets a good run on Tommy Lee. John Hanna in tow as they come around here to take complete lap 99. Okay, so just a couple of more laps to go, folks. Tommy Lee battling back on the inside of Jake Nichols. Jake trying to do... Oh, Tommy Lee gets off the track, and that is probably going to throw the caution, and it's going to finish right there. So that's going to be the race, folks. What we're going to do right here is we're going to probably, as they take the finish line, Jake Nichols will be scored first, because it'll just be one more lap. Okay, so I'm going to go down here. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way because we don't have, with the account of the track is not going to be right. So, all right, so Jake Nichols winning, John Hanna in second. Michael Atkins in third. There's your top three. Fourth place going to be Tyler Sifford. Fifth place, Kyle Streichars. Sixth place, Joel Hamilton. Seventh place, Kevin O'Brien back here quite a ways. Oh, that messed up somewhere. I think, I don't know, Tommy Lee or somebody left there. I'm not sure. But anyhow, yeah, our leader here, Jake Nichols, as he gets ready to come to the finish line under caution. They all got to get slowed down here and get behind that lap or that pace car. And they do. So there we go. All right, so that's going to do the race right there, folks. So let's see here now where we got. I wanted to see, we got John Hanna second. Yes, John Hanna will be second. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do, let's do this right way, because I kind of messed that up a little bit. I'm going to go back one lap to make sure that I do have the correct account, okay? Because that was right when the caution come out. All right, let's get up here to our winner, Jake Nichols. Excuse me. We'll see if we can get a word in with Jake. Jake Nichols, this is Rudy up in the MaxSpeedTV booth. You got a copy? All right, well, congratulations on your win here tonight, Jake. He doesn't have a mic, so we'll congratulate him on his win here tonight. Good job out there. Man, what a lot of cautions, but a very good race and way to end, you know, not a good way to end it under caution, I'm sure, but a very good race. And this all being for Toys for Tots. I don't know if you had any sponsors coming into tonight, but congratulations on your victory here tonight. And anybody you want to give a thank you out to? Okay, Jake, thank you very much. Appreciate that, buddy. And again, congratulations on your victory here tonight for the Toys for Tots. Okay, John Hanna, you got a copy.
Stand for.
Well, John, looked pretty a race of attrition out there tonight, but you managed to come home second. Any parts of the race that kind of sticks in the back of your mind as probably some of the best racing, or you know what part really sticks out?
Well, definitely the last part of the race was definitely exciting. Would have liked to seen a lot more green flag runs, but you know, as far as the racing up front, it was awesome. It was great racing with Jake and Tommy and Logan was even up there for a little bit. But that was it was a blast. The last part of the race was definitely the most exciting. I took the first half of the race, and I was just going to take my time. But back in that dirty air, I was just struggling too much, so I had to get myself up front and try to keep it there.
Well, you did a good job of it, John. You come on just when you needed to there at the end, and you bring it into second place. Congratulations to you, brother. Anybody you want to thank or give a shout out to?
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to Joel for hosting this great event. Thanks for doing the broadcast as well, and thanks to my daughter Carissa, my son John, and my other son Austin.
Okay, John, thanks for talking with us, buddy, and great job out there tonight. Congrats.
Thank you.
All right, Michael Atkins, you got a copy?
You gotcha.
Well, Michael, you come in third tonight. Wow, did you think that you had a top 3 car tonight after all you'd been through?
Tell you the truth, no. only thing I was banking on was what happened going down the back stretch on the last lap. Somebody spin out, and it happened to be that case. But that's just part of racing. I feel bad for the last caution. I didn't mean to get into Logan like I did.
Absolutely. Well, you had quite a bit of damage on your car. How was it driving for you?
I was driving pretty good. The fenders, after I got it repaired and stuff, the fenders was pretty much square, so it was giving me pretty much good downforce. So that wasn't really the problem. As long as I got on the outside, it seemed like I can get the run that I needed to off the 2 and 4 to pull back up close. So.
All right. Well, good job out there tonight, Michael. Anybody you want to thank?
Oh, yeah, thank Joel for putting the thing up. I saw it posted on iRacing Setup Exchange on Facebook that he was doing it, and I said, oh, why not run something for fun for a good cause? So just say thanks for him for hosting this and putting it on.
Okay, Michael. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and congratulations on your 3rd place tonight. Good job, bud.
Thank you.
All right, we don't have the whole official results, but I can kind of go back through the field here a little bit. 4th place going to Tyler Sifford. 5th to Kyle Streichars. 6th place to Joel Hamilton. 7th to Kevin O'Brien. Tommy Lee finishing 8th. And yeah, and that was it. So 9 cars actually finished the race, and Christopher Hurlow actually finished way back in the field in 12th. Let's see, Chris Nosowski in 9th, Logan Clampett finishing 10th, Josh Downing 11th, and Michael DiMaggio finishing 13th, James Lehman 14th. So that was the official rundown of everybody. Okay, well we're gonna get our guy down here, and this is going to be Joel Hamilton. So if you give me a minute here, we will get everybody down here. I got to get that up right. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, Joel, we're live on the air here, buddy. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, it sounds like it was a pretty good race. Everybody really enjoyed it. What's your partake on it?
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and racing. That was real cool of them. I know it was last minute, but we just wanted to kind of, run a system for Toys for Tots. I saw the donations that are being made for kids. I know that the teens, 13, 14-year-old kids, there was really nothing for them. So all the money raised is going to go for stuff appropriate for the older kids, because I don't think a 13, 14-year-old kid is going to want to play with a Frozen doll or anything like that. So really glad the guys came out. We had a couple guys raising money per lap completed. Bummer that Chris Hurlow got wrecked out early on, so he couldn't complete all his laps. So we're missing a little bit of funding right there. But it's our first one. It looks like it worked out really well. I'll know over the next couple days as the donations come in, and we purchase the gifts for the kids. And this is, I think, something that we'd like to do once a month. Find good cause to raise money.
Well, it sounds like it was a very, very exciting event here, and kind of being the, kind of setting a good trend here, and maybe it'll take off here. And I think you already did get a few people that have been asking you about it. Is that correct?
Yeah, I got a lot of inquiries on Facebook when I was posting it about people wanting to run it for their personal charities or things that they're involved in locally. Maybe they have a family member or something that needs some help. So this is a new module that my company, Digital Apex Media, will be launching out and making available for racers, especially for online racers, because when you have broadcast entities like MaxSpeedTV, you're such a good marketing platform. So we're really going to try to capitalize on that and kind of get iRacing out to the mainstream. And I think doing it and using that platform to raise money is a good combination.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's great to just it's something that like this that it's such a good benefit. Toys for Tots, and I'm assuming that you're meaning that there can be other things that this could be used for, is what you're saying, correct?
Oh yeah, exactly. So I'll be running events on the things that I want to raise money for, which I'm eyeballing right now. There's a company that makes racing simulators for children's hospitals. So kids that are in, like for cancer and leukemia and stuff like that, they have a nice little NASCAR-looking simulator, and they'll run some racing programs and such. I'd like to raise money for those, but I think each individual person, will probably have different charities or nonprofits that they want to raise money for, which that's what this platform's good for. You can have 43 guys running in a race and 43 different charities that they're running for. So I think that's why this module will be pretty good.
Well, very good. I think you did a lot of hard work over the last couple of weeks putting this together. I know it's hard to get a lot of people to participate. It is getting close to the holidays and all, but for such a good cause and having, I don't know, what was there, like 14 of you in there that started the race tonight?
Yeah, it was a good turnout for being last minute. Again, I think for the future ones, we're obviously going to plan it better. It's just I just saw the toy bin, and it's just all kids' toys, and I just had to put something together real quick. I wasn't going to launch this officially until 2015, but good time to test it, and I'm glad we got a chance to raise some money so we can get some big kid toys.
Are you impressed with the turnout?
Yeah, there's some really good drivers that showed up. There's some guys that are really fast.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks a lot there, Joel. Great job out there tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to, I should say?
Yeah, Rudy, I appreciate your time and MaxSpeedTV doing this. It's really cool that you guys did this, especially on such short notice. I can't speak enough about how cool that was. You really made this possible. Momentum Chevrolet, the guys over there, it's a new Chevy store in San Jose, California. Those guys have been amazing. The things that they're doing right now at the store are good, and what they're doing for the local communities, just really good. It's inspiring. Of course, my mom and dad for having me. Love my wife, love my kids, and just everybody involved in this. It's pretty cool. Can't wait to see or do this again at the end of January.
Very good. Okay, well, thanks a lot, Joel, and well put together, great outcome. You'll have to keep us posted and let us know what the tally was there at the end and the money that would be donated for Toys for Tots. So please do.
Yeah, for sure. I'll be posting all over the Facebook pages and such. But yeah, thank you. Thanks again, man.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for watching, folks. Here, Toys for Tots, put on by Joel Hamilton, Momentum Chevrolet. And we will be back in just a little bit here with another broadcast. And thanks for tuning in tonight at MaxSpeedTV. Until later on, stay safe, folks.